Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Well, what a difference a day can make, guys. This is XRP on the hourly, and if you guys remember, if you saw yesterday's video, I was saying that we were in an upward bullish channel at the moment. Over the last 5 days, we saw the price of not only XRP, but Bitcoin move up, okay? And I drew these two trend lines to kind of show you guys. Now, that was around, let me just draw it here. I was recording that video yesterday around here. Okay, so this was the hourly, or I know it's going over a couple, but it's this one here was the hour when I was discussing this, and then sure enough I uploaded the video and the day went on, and then boom, we saw some downward pressure. Strong downward pressure here. Okay, so this no longer really applies because we've broken that channel. Let me just erase these for a second here. Erase that. And so look, we have some downward pressure, downward momentum now. But guys, look at this hourly candlestick here. We're seeing a big rebound for XRP price. Just in the last hour, we saw XRP go from 0.221 to 0.224. So could we see a reversal there? I believe the trend is also occurring in and amongst. Yeah, here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin also going up here. So the trend continuing with other cryptocurrencies as well. So although we did see that plummet, we are realizing that buyers are anxious to buy. They realize these prices are really good and they are starting to open up their wallets and buy some crypto. I saw this from you today, and of course, guys, it's that time of the month again. Ripple unlocks $225 million worth of XRP. The crypto community fears another price drop, and so we saw that price drop yesterday, but they are indeed still talking about this as though it could be a problem. So you guys know every month Ripple does the same thing like clockwork, guys. This isn't going to change for a while. And it's funny that it actually makes news every single month, like we're going to expect something different or whatever. As expected, the crypto community went berserk, and some Twitterati jumped to conclusions and didn't want to shy away from the dirty word scam. You know, there's always going to be those trolls who are going to blast Ripple for doing this, even though it is in Ripple's best interest, it's in the market's best interest, it's in XRP's best interest. And the irony behind this is that people are suggesting that, you know, when Ripple dumps those coins, it's what's keeping the price low. But could you imagine if there was not an escrow set in place and Ripple dumped everything if they chose to? Well, what would that do to the market, guys? Think about it. Use your brains. There needs to be an escrow in place because we wouldn't want Ripple to dump 55 billion XRP onto the market at any given time. That would be considered market manipulation, not what they're doing right now. Ripple side of the story. So Brad Garlinghouse obviously shrugs off these accusations, claiming that the company is the biggest stakeholder in XRP, which they are clearly, and they are the most interested party in seeing the XRP ecosystem thrive. And of course, they got a lot on the line, right? They got a lot of money on the line, a lot of projects on the go, their reputation to uphold too, right? With these banking partnerships around the world. So the slow drip of this escrow releasing XRP has to do with market mitigation, guys. It doesn't have anything to do with Ripple, you know, trying to underhandedly not let you make any money. And right now we just got to realize there isn't that volume that we need for the supply and demand balance to become unequal. Once there are more buyers, once there is more need for XRP and more institutions and banks are buying up XRP as needed, that's when we're going to see the demand increase and thus the price increase, allowing us market makers to make money off our XRP on the free market when that time comes. Guys, despite all this, XRP transactions record a new all-time high on Thanksgiving. So the currency has hit another all-time high, this time soaring to 4.52 billion on November 28th. Nick Bugalis, software engineer at Ripple, tweeted, "That works out to an average sustained rate of 55 transactions per second for 24 hours. Pretty cool." And here is the chart just demonstrating that. According to the data recorded on XRP Chart's website, the previous all-time high was recorded on the 23rd of November, a day after the collective market dropped and fell below $200 billion. The market cap, that is. On the same day, XRP became the most transacted cryptocurrency, leading the pack with other top coins such as Bitcoin and Ethereum following it. So guys, despite what's going on in the spec market, Ripple is still making waves, and the XRP ledger are seeing those transactions. This is good. This is progress within the ecosystem. XRP transaction figures at the beginning of the year remained below 600,000, going on to gain massive traction in October. The number of XRPL accounts created, however, did not show a similar pattern. The sudden surge in the XRP transaction figures has left investors baffled. Well, there's what's going on in the real ecosystem for XRP, and there is what's going on in the spec market. And right now, we're still at the mercy of Bitcoin. We are still like you guys can see Bitcoin on the hourly. Go back to XRP, and you can see, look, it didn't even look like that chart changed one bit. Let me do it again. Bitcoin, right? And XRP, right? They look virtually identical. If you guys are focusing in on this pattern, it's because everything's moving to the beat of Bitcoin, and that's the entire market, guys. That's not just XRP, I'm sure, and I haven't even researched this. Whoops, if I put it, Ethereum, same kind of thing, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, we're seeing the same patterns, and they're all at the mercy of Bitcoin at this moment in time. So it baffles me that investors are baffled. Again, we're still in a spec market. The ecosystem is still young. It's still building, and this is going to take some time. Really quickly, guys, have you guys got your Ledger Nano S yet? It is Black Friday weekend on the site. Site-wide, 30% off. You can get the Nano S. You can get the X. The Ledger Backup Pack, guys, I have an affiliate link in the description. You can use it if you want. You do not have to use it, but this is a great time to buy Ledger Nanos. They rarely go on sale. Today is Sunday. I don't know if they're going to have something for Cyber Monday, so just wanted to quickly remind you guys of that. And then there's this. We're seeing great news in the name of progress. Bakkt CEO will be asked to fill Georgia Senate seat in 2020, says a report. So this is Kelly Loeffler, and so Loeffler will likely be asked next week to serve as the replacement of U.S. Senator Johnny Iaxon, I don't know how to pronounce that, who has announced plans to vacate his Senate seat on December 31st, according to a report by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, citing several senior GOP officials. So Bakkt CEO Kelly Loeffler being handpicked to sit on the Senate. What could this mean for crypto? It's anybody's guess. It is a step in the right direction, in my opinion. Then I saw this here from Matthew LINY on Twitter, and he pointed to this, and we had heard about SAP last year and their integration with Ripple, and I don't know if you guys remember. I did a video on this. Ripple and SAP collaborate, or SAP collaborate on international settlements using the blockchain. This back from October 2019, and I don't know, for those of you guys new to the space, this was the original tweet from Bank XRP, guys. I'm going to play you this little clip here just to give you guys some background on this.
We worked with Ripple, and we enabled a cross-border payment in different currencies instead of in 3 days and 20 seconds with distributed ledger technology, which was pretty cool to see. And this just used the Ripple payment network. We integrated this with the SAP payment engine, which is used for payments of companies and big corporations. And yeah, this was our first use case that we built, and it was really cool to see that it can be very easy to actually connect the SAP world with such a cutting edge technology.
Okay, so there you go. Connect the SAP world with a cutting-edge technology like the distributed ledger. So then we fast forward to 2019, and we're seeing this ecosystem grow. Matt LINY posted this here from the SAP AWS Alliance, showing a timeline here, 2016, 17, 18, and 19, and how customer adoption is growing. This with the SAP network. Again, here's another screen grab here, AWS and SAP partner ecosystem. It shows you guys all the partners. Some biggies in the space like Microsoft, Intel, ATA Data, Deloitte, PwC. A lot of these names we all know. And guys, this is big news. This has to do with Amazon and their cloud business. So this is the most recent tweet here from Matthew LINY on Twitter. AWS databases and analytics, broad and deep portfolio built for builders. So it shows you guys here some of the databases, the analytics, and the blockchain side of it, business intelligence and machine learning, and SAP integrating with Amazon Cloud. We know SAP, they were testing Ripple's blockchain technology back in 2019. We see that they have been continuing to grow, or at least their projection was that they were going to continue to grow through 2019, and I'm sure beyond that. We know Ripple has been making waves as well. And this is just it. Successful companies beget other successful companies. You want to work in the space with people who are also successful. And this just goes to show you guys too the magnitude of what's going on here. Just the sheer size of it. We can't fathom it because we're so close in it, and it really hasn't rolled out yet. We really haven't seen the ecosystem really at its full potential. And there are always going to be naysayers. There are always going to be people saying, well, yeah, why isn't XRP going up today? I wonder if they'll be singing the same tune, 3, 4, 5 years from now, when the value of XRP will clearly be higher than what it is today because there'll be more need for it, more use for it. This is the name of the game, folks. And so I wanted to finish this off with this tweet here from C3 Nick. And, it really kind of encapsulates the mindset of a veteran trader. Think of it this way, guys, and I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it's brilliant. Thanks so much, C3 Nick, for this. I experience FOMO when prices drop like a stone, if it concerns good projects, of course. When prices skyrocket, I am anxious. Took a while to get to that mindset instead of doing it the other way around. And it took me a while too to feel this way, but this is the mindset of a veteran trader. Your FOMO should kick in when you see good projects at basement bargain prices. And when those prices start going up, you should always have a plan. Try to minimize the anxiety. Make sure you know when you're going to get out at what price points. Anyways, that's just my opinion. Sounds like it's C3 Nick's opinion too. But I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.